Susan is on the Criterion channel.
What the fuck is he saying?
I don't know. I was playing Fortnite last night. I was playing with JD and one of his friends, and his friends they got grapple gloves in the game.
Oh, okay.
To kind of do Spider-Man shit, but it's like a glove you reach out and grab instead. It's like I need one of these in real life so I can grab a girl when she's trying to leave the bed. What? He's like, I need a grapple glove so I can grab by the pussy when she tries to leave. What are you talking about? Yeah.
Oh, I can't see you guys anymore.
I turned off my thing so that.
Oh, okay.
Right here.
You can't tell how pissed I am.
Oh, there he is. He's so mad.
Stop trying to kiss me.
All right, I'm ready. Devon keeps missing the kisses. He loves the kisses.
He loves the kisses.
That's all I live kisses.
It's literally his livelihood.
Yeah, it's how I make my money.
Alliteration
Tigner, Brandon kisses.
Tigner, I hardly know her. Tigner, Brandon kisses. That's good. It took me a second.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Yeah.
Ready.
He tickled me.
1, 2, 3, play. Okay, hopefully we don't have that shit anymore.
We'll figure it out. I don't know.
I'll figure it out.
Woo!
They broke the slow feeder, is what I said. And apparently Purbles McCat tells us that there was a falling out between, or Earl and his wife tried to show up while they're fixing the slow feeder. Purbles McCat tells them that there was a big falling out that took place between Earl and Jim over an inheritance dispute when their dad had died.
And they haven't talked to each other in 15 years. Is that what they said?
Yep. Yeah. 15 years. And so Earl finds a hide key, comes into the home, and the Bobbleheads must now defend the home from these intruders. So this is where Home Alone kicks in.
And Parasite. Honestly, I think
Parasite.
That's like a fun, I don't know. Maybe it's like 15 years is a long time, but I think it's acceptable for your sibling to come to your house and kick their feet back if you're not home or something. I get that they've had a long thing, but it's not like it's the twisties. What are the wet bandits or whatever from Home Alone?
The twisty wet bandits is what we're
called.
The
wet bandits, I think they're called.
Okay.
Yeah, you wouldn't call the police on them or anything.
It's a goofy frame, I thought.
I would call my brother on them.
Carter?
Yeah.
Carter, come down here. I need you to beat up Earl.
I need you to beat up Carter because it's my brother in the house. I would call my brother about it.
That's right.
But
they have a dog.
They do have a dog.
Dumpster.
Garbage. It is Dumpster.
Yeah. My uncle's dog's name was Dirt growing up, so it's pretty accurate redneck portrayal.
Yeah.
It's redneck to a billion because he's got 3 brain cells. God, there's my dog out there. You don't wipe your butt on the carpet there. You wipe it on the nice carpet. You don't get splinters on your ass.
They eat some pickles and peanuts.
That was funny.
Get your ass on the carpet so you don't get splinters. Yeah.
Come on. Do it on the carpet.
But it seems as if Earl is searching for something particular and is going to take it. Something that he can get rich and buy him and his wife Binky a home like this one.
Good name.
He brought him a present, and what they're gonna do is try and do a little swap on a prized bobblehead and give him a Deuce bobblehead because his brother's a big baseball Jackie Robinson fan, Dr. Deuce fan.
The Deuce.
Dr. Deuce Little.
Is he supposed to be Jackie Robinson? I thought that.
Yes.
Is he?
I think so.
I just said that on a whim.
No, I think he is.
Okay.
I thought, yeah, that's like his proto, if you will.
Earl's been lying to his proto. He's been lying to Binky that him and his brother are close. He didn't even know that Jim has kids. He didn't know he has nieces.
What?
Yeah, exactly. And while snooping around, the wife's just stealing things. She's a little thief. She steals a picture frame.
Oh, what a treasure. That's what she says.
bobblehead is the prized one? If it's Purbles McCat, if it's Kaylani, or if it's...
You forgot the minute-long one shot of Earl reckoning that he missed 13 years of his niece growing up.
He had no clue about lost family.
His heart ripped out. It was seeing those photographs in front of him.
But he had to play it cool, so Binky didn't know that he's been lying.
That's a tough facade to run.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta try to impress a bitch.
Yeah, you're so deeply schismed with your family that your own niece you didn't even know she existed, and now she's all grown up. How many birthdays did he miss? He's thinking in this moment.
13 to be exact.
Yeah, that's probably what he's thinking.
Or none. If it's the baby.
That's true too.
Yeah. Could be.
It ends with that glimmer of hope that he can make it up for Bella.
Yeah.
Well, the bobblehead present that they brought in has gone missing. And apparently it was Purbles McCat that took it. He shows Kaylani and Ikioi his little stockpile of stolen items in the vents in the house. And he opens up the box and out comes Deuce, the bobblehead baseball player.
Deuce.
And immediately, him and Kaylani are ready to just fuck big time.
Yeah, they're so horny.
They're such
out
horny
the gate.
little bobbleheads.
So bad.
He's like, "Can you bobble on my head, girl?" She's like, hey, "Sure." What are you looking up?
No, nothing. I was just looking at my notes.
But they're stuck in this vent because freaking Earl was set a chair right on top of it. They can't lift a chair. They're just bobbleheads.
Aren't they watching a movie?
Yeah, he's like, well, we'll take it easy, you know. So they're gonna watch a movie.
Oh, this was funny too because it was just like the appearance of a scary movie at all. I was like, oh, I can't do this.
This looks
the blenders.
It might be scary.
Which is it serves a thematic purpose, right? Because then his wife is terrorizing him with the prospect that the house might be haunted, which the constant antics of the bobbleheads feed into.
Kind of is haunted in a way.
You think? Yeah.
Oh, boy. Well, Deuce learns that he's the stolen bobblehead, so they plan as bobbleheads to do the righteous thing and bring him back to his
hell, dude.
I'm such a dick. Yeah.
You think?
The doy.
Stupid.
Poor Seth. That was so mean.
Hope they come back this time.
I have this note. His brother Earl, the best character in film.
Oh, easily.
All film.
Next week.
Oh, yeah. All of film?
Yeah.
Hey. I'm better now.
You got the roast out of you, all that.
Yeah.
So they're going to bring him back to his owner. They're trying to sneak through the house when they get spotted by the dog. Ikioi gets picked up and taken away by Dumpster. But Kaylani holds onto the dog tail to try and save her. And this was just an opportunity to get her head to bobble as much as fucking possible, hanging onto that tail.
Good set piece.
Bad.
And then the brother Earl's making pickle peanut butter sandwich, right?
Yeah. Oh, he loves peanut butter pickle sandwiches.
Which the more the characterization on Earl, I think, is pretty great. He just keeps adding layers to them that are perfect and funny. Yeah.
I did find myself getting annoyed at Earl.
Of course.
Because if someone walked into my house, I never thought he was a bad guy. I just thought he was I'd be so annoyed if he was my brother.
Yeah. It was funny also because he was making this peanut butter pickle sandwich for him and his dog to Lady and the Tramp it together.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
But the dog
ate all of it anyway.
Yeah, he had one bite. Well, he was still running around. The dog is with the toys, and
no, never mind. He had a pickle.
Purbles McCat is able to distract Dumpster and save Ikoi, but now is being chased and stuck in the fridge. And Kalani's stuck in the fishbowl and trying to surf the fish to get out because she's such a good skateboarder.
Yeah.
But she doesn't. She gets her head caught on the lip, luckily hanging there so she's not drowning because she has lungs. But the fish starts to pull her. That spring really comes back and then lets her go, launches her into the fan.
This is fun.
Seth had a note here.
Yeah, I did have a note here. I don't even know if I wrote it down. But she's stuck in the ceiling fan, and she's like, I thought she was just gonna be stuck up there. I thought it'd be a good running bit if like there's a whole chase scene with the cat, and then it cuts back to her, and she's just like chilling with her head stuck in the ceiling fan.
Like, hey,
really funny.
Hey guys, come get me.
Hello. Yeah, but she's hanging out over in the ceiling fan trying to get out. She's like trying to move her leg to kick out of it. And she's like, wait a second, what if I bobbled my head to loosen myself out of here? You're a bobblehead. That should be your first instinct always. It's pretty much happening the entire movie. She's
That's
like,
how you breathe.
You can see the realization on her face and like a little like a gas.
This is the only time a character's head didn't bobble, is when it should have been bobbled.
Like, wait a second. What if I bobbled my fucking head? It's so stupid.
And so after she gets stuck in the ceiling fan, Ikoi and Deuce make it outside and are running from the dog. And Deuce is basically stuck doing this whack-a-mole situation as the dog has dug so many holes in the yard after being there for like 30 minutes. And Deuce is just being bounced around between all the holes. Now all four of them are outside trying to escape.
This felt like a 45-minute long scene.
The whack-a-mole scene?
Of the outside being chased by the dogs. There was 17 or 18 times the dog had them cornered against the wall of the house, and then they run a different direction, or he gets hit with a bat or something.
I hate that so
No,
much.
Kehlani used her big old brains because she's like, hey, Deuce, you got that baseball bat. She takes it and she throws it like a stick when they're cornered.
Well,
so that Dumpster goes to play fetch.
That's one of the times. So there's so many times in a lot of shitty movies like this where off screen they just have to assume the villain of that moment is not doing anything.
Sure.
Like you see the bobblehead running so slowly running away or towards a bat, and the dog just has to be sitting
lab.
There like,
Labrador Retriever.
Yeah,
it can run 20 miles an hour.
Like that just looks bad. Oh God, what have I done?
Bonk.
You freaked it. Well, they are able to now use Dumpster to be on their side to get him back in the house. And they do a little trampoline to seesaw catapult action to get onto the roof and then down a vent. And as they're going down this like little vent, they make their way above the bathroom. Ikoi sneaks down into the bathroom, disguises herself as a paper towel roll.
Stupid. Toilet paper.
Oh, that's what I meant. Toilet paper roll. And the other ones are stuck up there, caught by the fan. But they turn it off, and they're going to go down. They're going to rappel down in there. But we find out that Deuce is just a little chicken. He's afraid to do the heroic tasks.
Yeah.
He's not like his proto.
I hate the proto thing.
Because to explain to the people, these bobbleheads are based off of real people, and then they all feel an odd sense of needing to live into that personality's shoes.
Yeah,
right. To emulate the proto and not be themselves. I guess
it's kind of how we absorb the burdens of our sins of our parents.
Ooh,
burdens of the sins of our parents.
They're our protos.
Of our bobbles.
Yeah, so we make our own.
Yeah, there's a lot of nepotism going on. There's a lot of hand-me-down, baggage emotionally.
But then I thought that the message of the movie would be like, you don't have to be your proto, you can be yourself. And they hinted that that's a little bit, but then it's still resolved, as will spoil itself later. What are you laughing at?
When he said nepotism, I thought about this guy that's like just really into tits, and he's like, "I've got nippletism."
What?
You have autism.
It's autism for huge Rex. It's a disease I have.
No, Brandon just has it outright for saying that.
Brandon's got
nippletism.
Yeah, I have that. Brandon has autism. Just straight up. Take a test.
I'm never the one that loses it over something.
Take a
lap.
It's not laptism.
It's not laptism, Brandon.
Okay. And so yeah, Deuce, he can't live up to his proto, but they end up going down. They drop on top of the toilet, and they slip on there, and Purbles falls into the toilet. He's about to drown.
He's drowning. Yeah.
But Deuce is able to make it back up onto the top, but as he does, he steps on the plunger of the toilet. The water starts going down. Deuce doesn't drown or Purbles doesn't drown because his head's too big to be sucked down the hole.
Yeah.
But as the water starts to come up, he's drowning again.
And he's stuck in the hole.
And they need to save him. It's a big rescue mission. They're all safe. They wrap Deuce up back in the box safely for the night. They're like, we're done with these hijinks. We're just gonna let you be and let you go.
Wrapped up like a deuce.
Nice.
Yeah.
Take a shit into paper towel and then roll it up and like that looks good.
Moving on.
I think he was making a Manfred Mann's Earth Band.
Thank you, Devon. Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with you? Do autism, you stupid asshole. How dare you? I can't be the only one roasted today.
Seth is really lashing out after the Dedoy incident.
That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm showing the world that I'm not the only dumb guy.
The beauty all along is that we both.
Maybe the true friendship was both being stupid as hell.
Duh. Of mice and mice.
Dedoy.
Mice and mice.
That's great.
We're both Lenny.
Hey, don't I laugh like
We're
that?
just both like, oh!
I want to rap fun. I want to rap fun too.
Just look at the fishes. Okay.
We both have to get shot in the end. Who's gonna kill us?
Hug him tighter.
You both.
He's fine. Hug him tighter.
You both try and convince each other to look at the pond, but you both get really interested by the pond.
We just sit there for days.
We don't
Starve
shoot
to
each
death.
other. We just die of dehydration.
Dude, how many fucking women do we kill without a George to keep us on a leash? Going to every farm in America, breaking women.
Hugged 65 women to death on a spree.
Oh gosh.
Broke every blonde in a red dress's neck by the end of the
Me, Lenny, you birdie. Just grab him.
That's a good book.
Oh god.
Of mice and mice.
I need to write that down.
Write that down. What's our next note?
Well, I don't know.
Let's bring that up first before you write this down.
I'm already done.
Heard.
So the big rescue mission. Earl and his wife find out that Jim will be gone for several days on vacation when they're doing the snooping.
She brings up full account. She's like, "Look what I just found out of nowhere."
I printed it out. And so they're like, well, we'll just stay the night and wait for them to come back. And Bobbleheads, they overhear their plans to trade one of them out for Deuce. They're not sure who it's going to be, but they all kind of speculate who it's going to be.
They think it's me.
They all kind of think it's themselves.
Yeah, they do. And then, well,
They
think it's not.
They think it's not Purbles.
Sure.
They're so mean to each other the whole time too. I thought that there wasn't a lot of sense of camaraderie. The whole time was like, they wouldn't want you worthless bobblehead. Everyone hates you. No one loves you.
The skater you were based on cheated.
Yeah. And then they just keep firing at each other. Maybe
it's weird.
I mean, that's kind of the Woody Buzz dynamic, but these guys are a little more harsh.
Yeah, it's a little more harsh, and it's like they seem to be getting along for the most part. Like in the very beginning they're not, and then middle of it they're like, oh, we're friends now, we kind of overcome our differences, and they're like, you're the most generic bobblehead I've ever seen, you're not unique at all for no reason.
You're a worthless piece of crap,
aren't you? Huh?
Well,
I mean, they're setting up for later, obviously, but it's just weird. It's out of place.
Well, it's nighttime. Everyone's sleeping. Kalani sneaks in, puts some lipstick on, and then goes to bring Deuce's bat back. And they just want to kiss so badly, but their big bobbly heads just keep getting in the way.
Just checking to see if my audio is going.
Yeah. Big old bobbly heads just always in the way.
Yeah.
Me bobble. You're not Lenny.
This movie's stupid.
Then out of nowhere, just this love music number
Love Actually.
Love Actually music number is
that was
Kalani
weird.
hang out all night.
That was weird.
The vibe change.
Yeah.
The whole screen turned pink. They were flying around on little roller coaster planes. Hi, Caesar boy.
They tried to kiss a few times.
They sure did. And Purbles and Ikioi confront them during the night of love about Kalani getting Deuce out of the box again. And all of them, this is where they kind of start to argue. They all get high and mighty about who was the one that deserved to be traded for Deuce. They all argue also who the best proto was. It's like, does it matter who you're based off of? Who was the best?
Yeah, that's kind of my point. Like it's that the movie is sort of funneling the message to being like, don't be your proto, be yourself. But at the end, they all still they still take on the admirable traits of their proto. Like he's like Deuce, to spoil it, like he becomes brave at the end, like the fucking lion of Oz, and that's emulating his proto, and that's like a good thing. He's not being himself. I don't know.
Devon just keeps mouthing things back there.
How long has he been doing that?
For a while.
Years.
Years. He's just always on Lucas's couch mouthing.
I was trying to make it seem like our mic wasn't working, but I didn't take into consideration that Lucas is using sharing.
I could hear him
responding to him regularly.
He just looks, oh man.
Devin's voice
box. 3 idiots on here now. Lucas, you got to stay strong, man.
I'm with you on that point, though, Lucas. I get what you're saying. Like, the bravery thing you can take is anybody could be brave, and that's kind of a good thing to be in general. But he does still, like, Mike can still learn to play baseball, though, right?
Yeah, he loves it.
Yeah, he still wants to be his proto, mostly. And to be fair, it sounds like a cool dude.
Yeah. Well, Earl, it's nighttime. Earl is now sleepwalking / sleep singing. And he grabs 2 of the bobbleheads, maybe Deuce and Purbles or something. He grabs them and starts walking away with them. But Deuce is over being around all these stuck-up bobbleheads. And it's just, he's like, you know what? I'm going to go home with Earl. We don't need to divide. They need to devise a plan to get them all to leave, though. Yeah. But Deuce is over it because Kalani said something about him being generic or something. It pissed him off.
Yeah,
his girl
being fake, probably.
Yeah.
Whoa! Hey, buddy!
Oh, is Marina back?
Yeah.
My favorite bit.
That's a good bit.
We got a lot of good bits this episode.
So what they're gonna do, their plan to get them all to leave is they're gonna scare Earl to death and pretend to make the house haunted like a scary movie to make him leave.
Yeah.
Their plan was to scare him to death?
Probably.
I was gonna ask. I was gonna let it fly, but yeah.
Oh, because I had my like 80% of the attention on this movie.
That's
I could not. Good. You can't. If you give it 100%, you descend into mental madness. Yeah.
You're scared to death.
Have you guys not been watching these movies 100%? Is that why I've gone crazier over the episodes? Because you guys are like half paying attention. You know the risks of watching Bobbleheads.
This has been a ploy to brainwash you for years.
Into what?
Mania.
You can't. You can't look at Zartog for an hour and 20 minutes on a full screen TV without,
What was it that
stole my mind?
What was it that we were watching where you're sitting too close to the screen on this big theater screen? You're like, I need to scoot further away. It was Lyle. It was Lyle Crocodile.
Oh, God.
Bugging you?
No, it wasn't, because we watched that in the apartment.
What was it? Something made me uncomfortable. I don't know if it was a sex scene or what it was.
Might have been Love on a Leash.
Could have been Love on a Leash. I don't know.
Anyway, they do such a good job scaring him at night, flipping breakers to do lights and appliances, and which a breaker does not control a blender, I will say. But and doing noises and all that he's ready to leave right now. But Binky wants to stay to get Purbles and get rich. And they're like, oh shit, it's Purbles. They're all wondering why they want to trade him for. So Ikioi goes to the computer to do some research. And they wrap Deuce back up. And Purbles does the noble deed as well and returns most of the stolen jewelry that Binky took.
Most.
Not all. He didn't have enough time.
He keeps some for himself.
But Ikioi comes back and tells them all that Purbles is basically like a Banksy. He's a major art collectible worth $100,000. Super original. Has the engravement on his paw.
He's not a Banksy.
He's a Banksy. And once he does find out that he's like worth a lot of money, he becomes the biggest pretentious douche of all time. He's like, oh, maybe I will go with him.
He is. Maybe
Well,
I want to be famous. Yeah.
He was getting
In a
bullied for like
museum.
an hour or two.
That's true.
Even if they were getting along with each other, they always hated Purbles for some reason. So I think it was partly like I'm finally worth something, and partly like I'm fucking done with you guys. I'm getting out of here.
And he's like an Ivy League student, and the rest of them are like a skateboarder and a baseball player. He's totally doesn't. He's totally a dick.
And a Japanese girl. That's the thing. That's her thing.
Well,
he goes to Princeton.
Yeah. His name. What is he supposed to be? Peebles?
Yeah, probably. Purbles McCat.
Yeah. What a fucking stupid name.
Well, he goes downstairs to let Dumpster bring him up to Earl.
I'm mad.
Earl finally decides he doesn't want to steal from his brother and is just going to leave.
Turn face. What a character turn. He grew.
But Binky. They all leave, but Binky...
She's gone further into madness.
Yeah, she smacks Earl over the head with the mushroom hide-a-key thing.
Yeah.
Knocks him out, hog ties him in the trunk of the car.
Fuck Earl.
I have a note on this here. It said, "Is it attempted murder, kidnapping? Yes? Question mark. Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Let's cook."
Good note. Yeah. Let her
cook.
Yeah. Good note.
Well, Binky reveals her evil plan was to steal Purbles and use him as a mold, make tons of copies of him to sell them over and over and become
Which
uber
can't
rich.
work. That's a knockoff thing. They would have to. I don't know. The collector, the dealer would figure that out. You take that to Chumley at
maybe
Pawn Stars.
No, if somebody's paying that much, you probably don't swindle anybody.
Remember Pawn Stars, Devon?
I remember Pawn Stars. I still see it sometimes on my TikTok feed.
Really?
Pawn Star.
Are they still going?
I think so.
I think Chumley died.
Chumley, the old guy?
I think he died too.
He died
that's
too?
the old man, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And then there's Jim, and then there's the son, the young hoss, the motorcycle fat guy.
Which one was Chumley?
Chumley was like the guy in the back who had like a big dark beard and tattoos.
Dude.
Chumley.
They all look like they're about to die, though.
You'd know Chumley if you saw him. Chumley. He's this. Oh,
dude, he died?
Yeah, Chumley's dead.
How'd he die?
Wrapped in a tortilla.
Maybe he's doing really well. I think he's doing really. Oh no, he pleaded guilty multiple years. Okay, that's what it was.
Shit. Well,
so he's still alive then?
Chumley.
From Pawn Stars?
Yeah.
What did he do?
Drug possession, weapon charges, and underage girls.
God damn.
Well,
Seth had to go take another shit.
Okay. So let's forge through.
Yeah, he ate 2 pounds of spaghetti, so he's kind of...
Dude, I ate probably like 1.5 pounds of steak last night.
Nice. It
was the best day of my life.
We were at a fancy restaurant in Billings called Buffalo Block, and one of their specials was a 49-ounce hand-cut at the table tomahawk.
How much was it?
A PS5.
They didn't tell us the price because you could pick between 39 ounce and 49 ounces of steak. So the price depended on how big it was. But
oh, okay.
I should have asked. It probably was like $200.
That sounds about right.
But yeah, so she's gonna become uber rich. Kaylani is sulking over not having a good proto anymore and idolizing a picture of Cher in the office in the house when a voice starts talking to her from by the computer. She's like, Cher, and nothing ever speaks back to her. But Deuce is able to sneak out of the trunk with the help of Dumpster and is going to go back in the house to save them all. And Binky comes back in to steal Purbles, but she also just takes a bubble bath as well, and she starts using Purbles as a loofah.
And it's pretty heavily implied she scratches her vag with him.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, there's nothing else down there but a vag.
She's got so much vag, it's crazy.
A lot of vag happening.
Probably her puss.
The Eurasia of vages.
And it's like, okay, now she's going to sell this vag wet bobblehead kitten.
Yeah.
It's worth more that way.
Yeah.
Also,
Used.
the dog like picks up this like and chews on it.
Seasoned. Yeah, dog does
it
chew
has
on
been slobbered on it all day. More seasoning.
The other bobbleheads even say like you're losing all your hair, you're fading, you're beat up as well. Like he's
Why
not
do they
gonna
want
be
you?
with 100,000.
He's not mint.
No, not at all. But so after she uses him randomly out of nowhere, after Purbles is used as a loofah, they hear a noise outside. They go outside to see a drone UFO.
Oh my! Can I?
At 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 30 seconds.
Yeah,
in the movie. Lukas is gonna cook.
I sent this into the group chat that I was floored when this moment happened in the movie. So we get this ostensible drone. I don't think it's a drone in the end of it all. I think it's a full-on alien ship or a god vessel, because out steps the bobblehead version of Cher, the musical singer Cher, the first build, we have not seen the first hour of this movie. And she just comes in to drop some much needed bobblehead wisdom from the skies.
Literally, there's some knowledge bombs
in their moment of need.
There's
pop superstar Cher.
19 minutes left of the film. Like Cher
should
be our Deus Ex Machina.
So yeah, she out of the heavens descends, tells them all what they need to know. This is how I think she's a god figure, is because she knows all the intricate details of their lives and what the solution and answer to all is. Like, you actually, Proto, you don't have to be like that. You can be brave. And Proto's like, well, who the fuck are you?
She also tells them. She also tells them the actual Bobble creed.
Yeah. Which is the lamest creed of ever. Like, it's the stupidest creed.
Dumb creed.
Bobbles bobble and bring joy.
Yeah, dude.
Like, but in my head, she's Jesus, Cher for the bobbleheads, and this is like the golden rule for Jesus.
Yeah, pretty much.
Love thy neighbor.
Yeah. Just dropping commandments.
Yeah.
Cher just drops from the heavens and writes the 10 commandments.
I don't know what this is. And she implied that she had millions of other bobbleheads that needed her help around the globe. So is she Santa?
They're like, can you stay? And she's like, can you stay? She's like, no, I've got others to treat. But she was also like, hey, can you come up on the trampoline? We're going to go to the VIP section of the UFO.
And then they never go in the UFO.
No, they didn't. But yeah, so Cher Jesus comes down and then she's gone. I put in my notes, she was supposed to be like a big name part of this film, I thought. Top build. I heard all about Cher being in this, and there's just nothing, basically.
I had no idea Cher was in this, and I was like, oh, this is just a bunch of B-list actors who I've never heard of, and then fucking Cher walks out.
Cher also looked wrinkle-free, I should know. Didn't really look like Cher. You could tell from the curly black hair, but otherwise it wasn't very Cher-coded in the look.
Well, now all the bobbles, now that they've got this pep talk and know what their own journey is supposed to be, they're going to work together to home alone the house and get Binky out of here at all costs. And Binky's just being beat up. But then she finally realizes the bobbleheads are living, so she tries fighting back. And she does some wild shit. Like, right away, she drives a lawnmower into the home.
Yeah.
Like, through their glass door, just rides a lawnmower in.
Looking for blood. Then she just wants to kill all these things, too. Because now she's aware that they're, like, attacking her and stuff.
Yeah.
A little bit, so she thinks they're haunted aliens or whatever.
Well, at first she thinks they're just animatronics. Like, they're just like designed to do this shit.
Robot devils, yeah.
So then she uses a vacuum to try and suck them up. She tries to put them in the garbage disposal. She puts juice in the little salad chop mixer bowl, and she starts to steal Purbles. But Ikioi gets her full superhero moment where she goes full on action mode and fights Binky, while the others take the model roller coaster and save Purbles.
Yeah, because they know how shitty it is. They know exactly where it's going to fall off.
It's going to launch you off, and you're going to go there. So they grab Purbles out of her hand out of the air, and Deuce gets his big moment as they start to tie a yo-yo around her feet. He's a baseball player.
Real Star Wars.
I was going to say exactly what I was going to say. Big AT&T vibes.
He's never been able... A Hoth reference. Yeah. He's never been able to hit anything. He's a baseball player, but he's always striking out. His batting average is low.
Yeah.
But they throw him this giant yo-yo, and he crushes it. It whips around her
God.
legs, grand slams it, and she's
he
all
is like his proto.
Yeah, exactly. She's all tied up in the leg. So what they do, the Bobbles, the four of them, they create the infamous Bobble Tower.
Or Tower of Bobble.
Tower of Bobble. And what they
Which
do
is a biblical reference, right?
Is it?
The Tower of Babel.
Oh.
Ties back
That's
in.
insane. Good writers.
And this has to be another biblical reference where they all stand together and then they ram her in the asshole to make her fall down.
Yeah, that's in Leviticus, I think.
So she's down. Earl comes in thinking the dog had tied her up. He's like, Dumpster, you're so smart. And she's like freaking out. She's like, the bobbleheads are living monsters. And he's like, you're crazy. He's like, I know the house is haunted, but you're crazy.
You crazy lady.
And so he takes Deuce and Blinky. They get out of there. But Kaylani is upset because Deuce is gone. They took Deuce with them.
Yeah.
But she does realize that she has true friends now. And so the
three of them,
or something. They put the house back together. They fixed the roller coaster. They fixed the fish slow feeder. I don't know how they fixed the broken glass door from the lawnmower coming through, but parents didn't seem to mind because the next day the family's back. Everything's in order. And Audrey had a good time on the trip and even made friends.
Wow. Who would have guessed?
And they go to the little roller coaster. They notice they're like, this isn't the way it was set up earlier, but they do the little simulation.
It works.
It's better. It's not going to kill people. So it's good.
Their deadline is going to be done.
Yep. And Earl shows up at their door with Dumpster, and he gives Jim the Deuce bobblehead, telling him he wanted to trade him, but he realized his relationship with his brother was more worth it than the cash value of Perble's McCat.
Did you cry?
No.
I teared up a little bit.
When he brings Deuce back, he's like, oh my God, I'm going to put you right on the shelf next to Kaylani. So they are reunited, and they just immediately start making out.
Yeah.
And
they finally got the kiss right.
All four of the bobbleheads are together in the office chatting when Cher pops up on the computer. He's like, you know what? You did a good job, but I am doing a show for the annual bobblehead benefit bash, and I need backup dancers.
I'm Ruth Bader Ginsburg. You guys fucking did it.
We talked about the biblical implication of Cher and the Tower of Bobble.
Her Deus Ex thing. She reunites them in language.
She's Jesus. And then the Tower of Babel is referenced.
The Tower is that the no, that's not what I'm thinking of.
The Tower of Babel, but the Tower of Bobble where they stand on
Tower
top
of Bobble,
and they ram her asshole.
Is that the one where all their languages get fucked up? They can't understand each other and they can
Exactly.
Yeah. And she's the one that descends and she's like unites them all.
Yeah.
Now we're all speaking the same language.
Yeah.
Love. Oh, English.
The divine language.
Right. The divine game.
Basically. They are all backup dancers to Cher, and that's the credits with them doing a little number, and the end of Bobbleheads, the movie. I know we're on a time crunch for Lukas, so I hope we can at least get through his ratings. But let's take a quick pause to get into some...
That was piercing.
Wonderful. Quotes? How many do we got?
I think I have 4 or 5. I'm glad you have 10.
I have 10.
Did we mention how when he hits the yo-yo with his baseball bat, it's like Transformers?
Star Wars?
No. Transformers.
What part
when he throws the football because he couldn't do it earlier, and then he's like, now I can do it, and I save the day.
We saw this like Star Wars because he wrapped her legs up like the AT-AT.
On Hoth.
Oh, I see. Okay. Good reference.
Devon, quotes for you. How many do you have?
Good writing.
Let's see.
He's first.
I have 5.
All right. We're gonna do our halves. Lukas, you're starting. Then Devon, then Seth, then me.
I'll just do all of mine. I only have 4.
Do them all.
I'll go backwards because we're doing it bad style today.
Nice.
At the very end of the movie, Binky, I think her name is struggling with the Japanese doll, and she says, "Get off me, you blue-haired crime against nature." That was a good line. Also from Binky, when she's in her full villain era, she goes, "You mess with the Bink, you go in the sink." And she's trying.
Yeah, that was one of mine.
Yeah. I think this is from Jesus' share when she descends upon them to drop the knowledge. She tells, I think it's Kaylani, I don't remember. She goes, "You're trying so hard not to be her. You're not being you." Good message.
Wise words from the one and only Cher.
And then, and then my last one here, from Purbles. Once the Japanese doll fires off a breath mint or whatever, he goes, "Oh, behold, my mighty albino mouse turd."
Yeah, that was one of mine.
Nice.
And that was it for me.
Nice.
Go, Devon.
Just do them
all. Right. I wrote this one down because it was the first line in the entire movie, and I thought it was funny. It was when the egg flies off the roller coaster and hits the wall. She goes, "No survivors." And that was the first line.
There's so many fatalities on that roller coaster.
Everybody died.
And then when the guy's talking to...
Keep going.
When the guy's talking to, what's his name? Aaron? The hillbilly?
Earl.
When Earl's brother is talking on the phone, he goes, where they're talking about their relationship, and Earl goes, "We haven't seen each other in 15 years. What kind of relationship is that?" And then he says, "Ideal," and hangs up the phone. I thought that was powerful.
Powerful.
Yeah.
And then when she's shredding in the bathtub, the shredder bobble, she says, "I don't play. This is a long needed shred sesh."
It was.
Perfecting my bobble flip. That was another one of mine.
Bad.
And then my last one is when he drops the pickle on the floor and picks it up. He goes, "Lord made dirt so it don't hurt. Put it in your mouth and I'll make it work."
Yes, sir.
Good.
He's such a. I love Earl.
A king.
But he had a good ending. He loved his family.
He did.
Did they steal many of yours?
It's hard to tell with it cutting in and out, but we'll see. That was the last one, right, Devon?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Do half.
All right, doing half. First one is from Audrey. She says, "Purbles, will my parents ever get a normal job?" Weird thing for a 13-year-old to even worry about. The mom says, "Bella almost fell," yelling at Audrey, and she goes, "I'm off the clock."
OTC.
Yeah. Devin, you might have said this one earlier, and I apologize, but the dad answering the phone, and he's like, "Earl, how the hell did you find me?" I don't know why they had to put hell in this movie.
How the crud did you find me?
Yeah. Keep away from Harvey, you Godzilla, says the Japanese girl. There's the dog trying to get in the fish tank. They love Harvey. Oh, and this one, God, I think it was Earl. He says, "You know the rules. If you eat a gherkin," and he doesn't finish it, but I don't know.
It's Binky, because she's like, "Oh, butter." She's going to give her a kiss. Like, "Give me a kiss." She's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, Buttercup, you know the rules. If you eat a gherkin,"
I assume you don't get a jerkin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. All right, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna only do 3 because I've had 4 stolen.
Shit.
Right off the bat, I just thought it was weird with the creeds and whatnot. It's our duty under the Bobblehead Creed. Bobbles never bobble when defending their humans. And I was like, fuck.
That's so cringy.
Overdue shred sesh.
My humans.
Oh, this made me laugh so much because you don't know for the longest time why Earl and Jim don't talk, but this is Purbles McCat giving us the inside of it, and he's like, he looks a lot older, but it's actually Jim's younger brother, Earl. They had a big falling out years ago when Earl took their father's entire bobblehead collection. It was like, does this whole movie have to do with bobbleheads?
This whole world.
It's titular, Brandon.
Yeah, the worst.
Do you think there has to be actually a market on like collectible bobbleheads?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
baseball ones go for money. If you collect all the ones of a certain season.
Money.
This movie was funded by Big Bobble. Trying to
Here,
sell
keep going,
more
Brandon. I gotta show and
puckers.
tell.
Oh no.
Are you about to see a bobble?
Fucker.
I like to imagine when you say big tobacco.
Oh
big bottle, it's just like a
damn!
big guy.
Is he flipping you off?
No, it's a thumbs up.
Oh, okay.
Or a pointer finger. And I
Oh,
might have to go after this because I gotta get changed and everything. So this is a great little show and tell at the end here. This is Bobblehead Ty France.
Nice.
He bobbles his head. You see here.
Does he come to life?
He's got a baguette. He does not come to life, and he's standing on the nation of France. That's Ty France of the Mariners.
Much like Germany.
And then here is
this is
Byron.
Dick Germany.
This is the Deuce. Now this is Byron Buxton, presented by Delta Airlines, and he bobbles. And that's
does he come to life?
He actually does. Yeah, he says a lot of heinous things at Alex.
Yeah. Really, he DoorDashes Thai food every Wednesday.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna have to go. I think to go get dressed and head out of here. So I'm gonna give this movie a 4.7, purely because of Earl's great character. All right, that's it. See you guys. Love you. Keep going with the quotes. Here you go, Devon. That's all you.
Bye, Lukas.
Bye, Lukas.
And then you lock your door when lock the door when you leave.
Yeah, sounds good.
You're the man.
Brandon says he wants a kiss.
Good timing.
So my next quote here is, this is when he turns on the TV and he gets all scared. He's like, "Come sit down, honey. We can watch a movie until they get back." And then you can just hear the TV of what he turned on. And on the TV is, "Oh my God, the blenders! They're alive!" And I was like, what in the world?
Yeah. And then he goes on to explain, this is the movie where the blenders come to life.
Is that your finishers?
I will finish him.
Finish me.
This is from Binky, talking about how she deserves the room more than the child does and everything. She says, "Does this Ferrari come in pink?" Like pretending to be a part of something, which led me on a rabbit hole. I thought that was a reference to a movie. Close to it because it doesn't follow their brand or their ethos. So they'll never do pink, and they'll Deadmau5, the producer, bought a Ferrari, covered it in like a Pokemon wrap, and Ferrari messaged him as like, "Hey, we're gonna send you a cease and desist if you keep driving around your Pokemon Ferrari." So he's like, "Okay." So he took it off and like sold it, bought a Lamborghini instead, like their direct competitor, and covered that in a Pokemon wrap just to fuck with them.
Nice.
Learn a lot about Ferrari from that. This is from Kehlani after she's talking to Deuce. She says, "I missed you. That's a cruel world, you know." I guess I was just in my feelings last night. Why couldn't easy like you, peeps? Someone famous and fabulous and loved like you, sister.
The Brenda Song Latina bobblehead.
Yeah, they made her like a cholo. I didn't get it. This is from Binky talking to Earl. "You're so dumb you put stamps on an email." I thought that was pretty funny.
I missed that.
Yeah, it was good. And then this is my last quote. They trip her down the stairs with the yo-yo and she falls into the jello and he goes, "Heh, home run."
More like grand slam.
That's exactly what she says after.
Grand sandwich.
Oh no.
Moon's over my...
Also, the way she fell down those stairs, she would have like a fucking spinal injury.
Oh, for sure.
She like scorpion down the stairs.
Every step was another scorpion.
She kicked herself in the head backwards.
Every step she was stung by a scorpion. That's crazy.
on the fourth step, she was teleported to the Sahara Desert for 30 days.
No food or water. 30 days and 30 nights.
Don't forget about those scorpions.
She had to survive a week in Auschwitz.
Binky became Moses and then died in the Holocaust.
I would like to think
and then fell in jello and they said home run.
I would like to think that she's in Auschwitz in the Sahara Desert, but she's still in the scorpion pose. She's just on her neck and her feet are touching her head. She's like, how do I drink?
I fell scorpion style in parentheses onto scorpions. It's so funny.
Magic scorpions.
Wait, was that Moses or Joshua that was in the desert for 30 days and 30 nights?
I'm
I'm
not
not.
good with religion.
I
I
did
feel like
just
Devin
watch
knows
Passion
but
of
his
Christ, but
connection
that
cut
didn't
out
really
again.
talk about anything.
No.
Oh,
Gobbleheads, turkey ass type shit.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right, my last 3 quotes. This one was harsh. It was them talking to Purbles, and they go, I know why you would collect things from humans, because they would never collect you.
goddamn.
Damn. Fucking toasted, dude. We're all getting roasted this episode.
I know.
Me, Brandon, and Purple.
The big 3.
There's a couple big 3s today.
This is when Binky was listening to her headphones while she sleeps.
Yeah.
And they pull it out and they hear like the audio book, and the book was just saying, I am being gobbled by a great ogre. I am in giant pain.
No, they switched it with Ikio's voice. That was part of the plan.
Oh,
To
okay.
scare her, yeah. Yeah.
So scary.
Yeah. Because it was like soothing stuff originally.
Oh, okay. I was like, why is she sleeping to that?
No. It was Ikio. They put, you should kill yourself right now, Binky.
And my last quote is just so stupid. It's when they're fighting her and doing the yo-yo shit.
Yeah.
And she just goes, 4 against 1? That isn't fair. And I was like, you're a human. They're bobbleheads.
Dang.
Yeah.
It's a dressy event.
It is.
She also goes like, okay, fine. Right afterwards.
Yeah, my sunglasses.
But that's going to end quotes, which means we're into ratings. So we're doing, I don't have a thermometer, but I have the other 3. So, Devon, what do you think the audience on Rotten Tomatoes is giving this a percentage?
58%.
Seth?
47%.
The winner today is Seth. It's 26%.
Ooh,
Dang.
yucky.
Seth,
Dude,
how
look
about-
at Lucas all spiffed up.
Hey.
See you guys. Peeps is steezing here.
Sister.
Oh, dang.
Tell me steezing, Devin.
He's steezing. He's grittying out the door right now.
Hey, of course
I
he
can
is.
imagine it too.
See ya.
Rips his pants.
Okay, 26. Then Metascore.
Okay, sounds good.
You're the best.
There are only
Around.
3 critic reviews for Metascore, but it's out of 100. Seth.
3 what?
3 reviews.
For Metascore?
Yeah.
I think I might know this one. Devin should go first.
Devon?
Out of 10,
Yeah. No, out of 100.
Oh, maybe I don't know this one then.
38.
19.
Don't you do it.
The winner today is Devon.
Damn.
Let's go.
It's a 30.
Damn.
Dang.
And then audience score out of 10. Devon?
This is probably the one I know.
2.6.
I'm going to say 2.3.
The winner today is Devon.
Damn.
No,
Let's
it's
go.
not.
Okay.
You got
it
that's the
right.
one I was going through the cast list and I accidentally saw it last night.
You
I
idiot.
couldn't get the number out of my head.
Can't get you out of my head. So critics gave it a 30. Audiences a 26 and a 23 for a 24.5. Devon, what are you giving Bobbleheads the movie?
A 1.9. This was like
Fair.
Cocomelon the movie. It was very hard to watch.
Yeah. Cocomelon.
That's the one where it's like the fucking dumb people dancing to the songs, the animated ones.
I think that's the one that's like made by foreign people that don't necessarily understand English, but yeah, they're like dancing and there's like a ice cream that's melting and it's like, I'm the pistachio one, come and lick me, and the babies are like, we're gonna lick you, dancing the whole time. Weirdo shit. I'm being serious.
I don't
being
want my
straight up
daughter
with
to
you.
watch Cocomelon, but I'll totally watch Bluey with her.
What the fuck is Bluey?
Bluey is like a little blue dog,
Oh shit, yeah. My neighbor's kid was telling me about that show.
and it's like the new hot show. There's one episode that on IMDb, like straight up, like critics scored 9.8 out of 10.
That's
For
crazy.
this little kid show.
That's crazy. Now that my upstairs neighbors have a daughter, and she was drawing chalk on the sidewalk and stopped me. It was like carrying groceries. She's like, "Hey, what's going on? What are you doing? He's like, I'm just taking groceries and go feed the cat. And she goes, I was watching Bluey today. What is that? And the parents are like, it's this little blue dog. I was like, that's nice. You doing chalk? And she's like, yeah, anyway, about this Bluey guy. Like, wouldn't drop it. She loved it.
So about the Holocaust.
Yeah. Did not happen.
Seth,
She would not stop talking about it. My score? Are we at that already?
Yeah, he just gave it a 1.9.
That's right. 4.20.
We're not going to hundreds here.
Go. We're 20. It's a 0. It doesn't matter. What are you talking about? 4.20. I think it was better than I thought it was going to be for sure. I was expecting it to be a 1.9 for me. And I get why Devon gave it the score still, because it basically was a 1.9, but I enjoyed it enough that it's a 4.20 for me.
I think if I hadn't watched it at 7 a.m, I would have given it a higher score. I'm highly practical in the mornings. I don't understand humor.
That's fair.
Before 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Humor doesn't exist.
That's fair. I think if I had done that in the same circumstance, I would have been the same way. I watched it last night, like 3 or 4 beers in. I was like, this is awesome. This is a great movie.
I'm pretty low on it. I think I'm at 10. I think.
God damn. Have we ever rated anything 10 on this podcast before?
Yes.
Me several times. Lukas once.
Lucas he will only give one movie ever a 10, and he gave it a 10. Marina's gave a couple 10s.
Yeah.
You've given like 9 movies.
I've given a bunch of 10s out, man.
I've not given a 10.
Like candy.
I'm going to give it a
Halloween and movies
2.1.
are knocking at my door.
2.1. I don't think this movie was funny. I don't think it was that.
Two, I guess.
Oh
God,
God!
he's missing.
He died.
I heard you try not to laugh just a little bit before you came up. Oh man.
So I did say that this is kind of just a sorry
Devon
excuse
goes home,
for
doesn't stop the recording, leaves the laptop on, doors unlocked, wide open for a bit.
And then Squonks comes in.
Hey,
I'm squonking you. Yeah, I think this is a sorry excuse for a movie. Could be like
God, I've never heard you say that before.
Down into like the ones potential zeros.
Pathetic.
Yeah. So a 2.1, a 1.9, a 4.2, and a 4.7 for a
calculating nerd shit.
3.3 average. No, 3.225 average.
3.225?
Yep.
Nice.
It's a pretty low movie. Do you want to hear what I've got 2 critics and I've got 6 users, I think. 2, 3. I've got 7. Why did I think I would stray? My first critic from Blu-ray.com, Brian Orndorff.
Blu-ray.com, Brian Orndorff. Woo!
Let's go.
Is he the No Holds Barred guy?
Yeah, he's the No Holds Barred idiot.
That's right.
My first review is by Brian Orndorff. You guys all lost it.
Such a stupid name. Like Glenn Owen or whatever.
Owen Gleiberman.
Oh, no. That's worse.
And Steve Glenn.
Steve Glenn, that's what it was.
But Brian Orndorff says, the massive...
Were you off camera doing...
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know why I didn't say it.
The massive success of 2014's The Lego Movie was bound to spawn a plethora of imitators. Interestingly, most of those offerings were other Lego movies, effectively burning off whatever screen appeal there was for the brand. Still, other toy companies wanted in on a good thing, with 2019 alone bringing Ugly Dolls and Playmobil the movie to theaters. For the nutso year of 2020, there's Bobbleheads the movie. It's more bizarre than can't be fun, with the road to financing such a concept definitely more interesting than the film itself. 3 out of 10. Do you remember at Cold Stone when we had the Bobbleheads, or not the Bobbleheads, the Ugly Dolls promotion? It was like the orange ice cream with the little fuzzy gummy fuzzy
oh my
fizzy
God,
clusters.
yeah. Those were fucking
like
weird.
Cardboard pop rocks that were hairy.
How you'd never tell if they got mold.
I know.
You just think it was part of the thing.
But you also refrigerated the Pop Rocks.
Oh.
Yeah.
What a weird
It was orange.
Colson does the weirdest shit.
Orange gold glitter ice cream
sold
with
soup for the longest time.
I know.
And then we had like the fucking Yeti movie promotion with the blue ice cream that would make your shit blue.
Yeah.
The what?
There was like a Yeti movie.
Yeah.
I know they did a Shark Week blue one that was
rocked. That was just blue sweet cream.
It was just blue sweet cream
It
that you
rocked.
put the gummies into.
No, the Yeti
because it's Shark Week.
The Yeti one was supposed to be like blue freeze marshmallow or something, but yeah, it turns your shit blue.
Really?
Yeah.
So
like
white,
very vividly blue, not like a subtle blue either. It was
yeah.
I mean, depending how I ate, like, it gotta have it, and I was like, dude, should I be worried?
Yes.
Am I gonna die the most unnatural way anybody's ever died?
Death by Yeti.
Gonna die on the toilet, and they'll look in the toilet and see blue shit. Like, I'm gonna throw off forensic teams for decades.
Right?
Some guy died from like a Neuralink frying his brain in half or getting shot by a Hadron Collider, and that's still more unnatural. To eat too much blue ice cream for the Yeti promotional.
So my next critic review is by Josh Bell at Crook Marquet.
Drake and Drosh.
Yeah. Drosh and Drake. They say this.
Why am I laughing?
I don't know. I just said the opposite.
What I said that I also didn't think was funny.
There's the delivery. I'm a funny guy.
Like smiling and
Drosh and Drake.
You're so excited.
I got you again.
I'm Devon.
It was the childlike innocence in which it was delivered.
With like whimsy.
It's like a 4-year-old looking up into your eyes with nothing but pure joy. Drosh and Drake.
God damn it. It doesn't make any sense.
So my next critic review by Josh from Crook Marquee. Josh Bell had to say that this toy-based feature can't even reach the artistic heights of Playmobil the movie. 1 out of 5.
Nice. Still a 2 then.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. We're moving on.
I'm losing my mind.
Quit thinking about the scorpions.
I'm thinking about how happy you looked. Saying Josh and Drake.
All right, you have to rate them. Josh and Drake, Nippletism,
bad.
The Scorpions.
That sewed me up, actually.
Or Of Mice and Mice.
Of Mice and Mice is the best bit. We should discuss this after we finish.
Or the Shotgun Golf Club mini dart shooting, but just kneecapping the dude.
Got a lot of bullshit today.
The gun that shoots an arrow. It's not a crossbow. That's something different.
Or Dodoy.
Yeah, me being an idiot. That's a good running bit. Is that in the noms?
Best running gag.
Seth being a dumbass.
Yeah, I think I nommed it last time too.
Probably.
All right. Let's go to the next one.
I got nominated that first bracket for Brandon being a racist.
Just generally being awful.
Okay, so user reviews.
Yeah.
These are almost notoriously like all 1s and 2s or 9s and 10s. So
yeah, there's no middle ground for these people.
The
except
first
for
one,
Bethany sucks cocks. Sorry, little bluebird.
The middle bluebird?
Little bluebird.
The little songbird?
How many different ways can I fuck up her name? Yeah.
I love Little Songbirds has a special place in my heart.
She's everybody's like hero, and I've chosen to make her my
She has
rival.
a special place in Seth's heart too. It's the blood clot.
It's my aneurysm.
Okay, so the first one's by KB Toys 100.
That's good.
March 20th, 2021. They say, one Monday at Universal, studio exec. The Lego movie is making big bucks. We need to cash in. What property can we get? Silence. The intern. Well, my cousin matched with a girl on Tinder with someone that works at Bobbleheads. And so the first trumpet of the apocalypse sounded. That is, if one can believe in the Lord anymore. How could a loving God allow such a blasphemy to be created? We were not punished enough with food fight. If you're the kind of person that watched Cats just because they wanted to see an utter failure, your next movie has arrived. Quietly dumped to Netflix. 1 out of 10.
To quote the late great Aesop Rock.
To quote.
Something this depraved is not the product of a loving God.
Sounds like a bad rapper.
Yeah, he's pretty terrible. That's why I like him so much.
My next one is by...
vibe.
My next one's by Toonami 666.
Whoa, anime style.
On April 16th, 2021, they say, it's a cool movie, and those who hated it, well, they need to never watch any TV and movie theaters at all. 10 out of 10.
Yes.
Sounds like something that would come out of someone who made their username Toonami666.
Exactly.
It's a child.
The next one is by the Exploring Tiger.
Exploring what?
Tiger. February 15th, 2021, they say, it's an ADHD slow burn for sure. I definitely wouldn't have watched or stayed with it myself, but for the sake of the kids. Halfway through it, it gets better, but not by much. It's almost like they were trying to make something bad. By the end, I was laughing because the jokes get better and because of the campy sense of humor. Also enjoyed how poorly it was written. I want to watch it again, only high as fuck with some grown-ups. 9 out of 10.
I thought the movie got worse over time.
Yeah.
Because you got drunker.
Yeah. I mean, they did just have Cher show up at some point because they gave up on ideas.
Show shared up.
Show shared up.
My next one is by Max40224.
Can't believe that's a bit still. To sing the numbers.
40224.
In the Reading Rainbow style.
He says, why would you put adult language in a kid's movie? The father uses bad language. 1 out of 10.
How the hell did you find me?
He said they dropped in one hell, and this dude's like,
he's pissed.
No.
Yeah.
Where'd he go? There's something appearing on the screen.
When did he do that? I was looking away.
Is that us? Is that the prompter of us talking?
We're being transcribed. Oh no, it's Star Wars.
Is it Star Wars?
Yeah.
Oh, he's playing a movie.
What
is he playing?
I don't know. A Space Odyssey?
I don't know. What the hell is that?
It's the Bee movie! It's all the sweaters. We're just gonna watch the Bee movie?
I don't know. Devon just put on the Bee movie.
It's like those YouTube videos where it's
the second video at 1 hour and 7 minutes to just watch the fucking Bee movie.
Yeah, it's a podcast, but every time they say gherkin, they have to watch the Bee movie.
It's too many times.
Twice.
My next reviewer is by Angaraganang.
It's true.
Angaraganayan.
Angarang.
Angarang.
Bangarang.
On December 14th, 2020, they say, great movie and nice entertainments for kids. And so good work for the animation and the lighting department. Cheers. 9 out of 10.
Boy.
There's not a lighting department in an animated film. You just make it brighter.
It's like some nerd janitor just drawing shadows.
My penultimate.
Sorry.
Is by Samarishi Wiz. January 2nd, 2021. They say, legit reminded me of the time going to the cinema when I was a kid to watch a movie we rewatched like 5 million times. Aladdin, Nemo, Ice Age, Treasure Island. Man, this was a fun family experience. Watch it on Netflix, y'alls, or missing out. If you have not watched already, on the cover, might not seem like a movie that will make you tear up some, but so many feelers, man. 10 out of 10.
Is he just barely off screen for a bit still?
I think so. I think he's like right there.
Yeah, I can just barely see him.
I can see like the edge of a shirt from time to time.
Well, now it's gone because he knows.
Yeah, you can hear him too.
Yeah. Oh! He has risen.
It was the Bee movie, but every time they say the word bee, it gets faster.
Oh, shit. So I was kind of right on it. Yeah.
And my last review for you guys is by Emily T 67053.
Nice. Good rhyme.
December 19th, 2020. They say, I don't know what to say about this disaster film. The animation is okay, but it looks like it came out of a Jehovah's Witness cartoon.
Whoa. What the fuck?
Shout out Devon.
Shout out Devon.
Ouch.
There's a lot of misinterpretation of cultures, like the Hatsune Evangelion Miku referencing the dog as Godzilla, the mispronunciation of French words, and the 2009 skater lingo, and the stereotypes. The romance between the skater chick and the baseball player was unneeded and uncomfortable to watch. I like Cher. I don't think children are going to know who she is. They will never explain what the creed is or the High Council. They just expect the audience to know. 1 out of 10.
Is Japanese people mispronouncing French a stereotype? Like,
apparently.
I don't know if I've ever.
I can finish.
I've never once, when I think of Japanese people, am I like, oh, these people fucking suck at French.
The Japanese are terrible with French dialects. What the hell?
I never thought about it like that.
But they're fucking bad at that. Yeah. So that is ending it this week. Are we recommending bobbleheads?
No.
Lukas might for Earl's sake.
Might for Earl, but otherwise no, I would say.
But that's gonna end it. Bobbleheads, that's ending season 7, bitches. Yeah. That's ending my time as not a dad.
I was in season 7 2 times. That's like a record.
It was wild.
That's
Next week we have the bracket, so you're gonna have to be on again, Devon.
Unless you have a child.
I will have a child. She's coming tomorrow at 9:30 a.m.
Oh, she's getting induced?
She's going to be a guest.
She's having a C-section because Marina's 100% breech with an anterior placenta and they can't rotate her.
Damn. That's kind of lucky, though. C-sections are way, easier on the woman.
Julia was done with labor in 2 hours.
Yeah, but a C-section takes 10 minutes.
Sewing her back up takes an hour.
But you just sit there and you don't feel anything.
I mean, that's true. But, so yeah, she's going to be here tomorrow. She's going to be here in 21 hours.
Happy birthday!
Yeah, so it's the birthday bracket because we had so many birthday episodes and a birth in here. So you got to be on next week.
Deal.
If I'm on, you better be on.
Should I stop the recording?
No.
Oh, okay.
We're still going. But that is ending it. Bracket next week. Seth, Devon, don't forget to put in any votes that you want into the Google Doc I emailed you. And then when we're done with that, we'll narrow it to the final 5. And Marina will send us all the spreadsheet to put in your votes 1 through 5 anonymously.
Deal.
And then it'll be baller.
Baby better make an appearance on the podcast next week.
Oliver hasn't yet.
No, Oliver has.
Has
during
he?
the Super Mario Bros.
He's screaming from the other room.
I brought him out.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I don't actually. It might have been while we were watching the movie.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
But that is ending it. Thanks you all for tuning in. Send Devon some gritties. Money. Send Devon some money, please.
Please, God.
Send him some fishing supplies and some golf clubs and another canoe.
Yeah, I do need another canoe. One isn't enough.
And with that, we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye. Gadoosh.
She's done.
It's processing.
Papa. Save project. Bobbleheads. The movie.
I think I'm gonna go to the library. Read.
Nice.
I've been trying to go to the library every day after work if I don't go fishing. It's kind of nice. Except there's a lot of homeless people there.
Oh, for sure. As any library.
And all the homeless people take the good reading nooks because they're private and they'll just sleep there or which I don't mind, but leave one nook,
Leave me a nook, baby.
Leave me a nook. Okay, it's saved. I'm going to let Lukas send it over when he gets back.
That sounds like a plan.
All right. Are you excited? Nervous?
Pumped. Ready to... Not nervous. Potentially, Marina and I both...
Oh, you just cut out.
We might be nervous.
Yeah, you should say pamplemousse. So the first thing that baby hears is pamplemousse. I think that'll really set her off on the right direction. Hello?
What did you even just say there?
Oh, I said when she's born, you have to say pamplemousse so that the first thing she hears is pamplemousse.
The fuck does that mean?
I don't know. It just seems like a good first word. Or
Marina
you can say the N-word.
No. Marina was saying the part that she's really going to freak out is because I get to be in the room with her while it's happening, but we have to be separated for like just a short little period of time where she gets the anesthesia in her spine. So she's got to be there by herself as she gets stabbed in the spine.
That's the worst part too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least that's the worst part, and not squeezing a baby out.
Yeah. And then there'll be 2 dads on the podcast.
2 dads.
Lukas and Seth.
Exactly. There are dads, really. We're the papas.
We're daddies.
Daddies. I have to load up a 100-pound, 15-foot canoe onto my minivan.
That's such a long canoe.
It's awesome, though. I got to go buy paddles, and then I got to sand it down and repaint and prime it or seal it.
You should have just bought like a little kayak.
They're like $500 just for like little one.
Really? I know paddleboards are super expensive, but I didn't think kayaks were.
If you get like a crappy one, I'm sure you could get one for cheap. But this is like a huge canoe, you know? You could fit like 3 or 4 people in there.
I mean, that's true. I'm looking at the price of kayaks. Yippee kayak, motherfucker. It's not working.
All right. Well, I got to go pick up this canoe.
You have fun with that.
Okay. Well, bye.
Later.